Part 3 at the bus stop waiting for me to get a room. They just got done telling me some random excuse. It took them forever to figure out the bullshit. But I was speaking on how as a targeted individual and a black man, which ironically is damn near almost the same thing, but as being a black man and a targeted individual is like being a black man squared. You don't believe me? Look at COINTELPRO. It's basically a government sector they use to kill pretty much every black leader that tried to stop the shit that's happening to me right now. But I digress to the point of the way they try to silence soft kill targeted individuals and black men, which are unaware of being soft killed. Like, many black men are in prison for this, engraved for this. Not just black men, it's everyone, but they have to work extra hard a lot of the times, or they're just more vindictive. I don't know, because not every nigga's smart, but they either way, vindictive and some niggas are smart. Hold on, let me pause this. I was getting my miles in. I try to make every situation positive, because every activation, it's like battle of attrition. They make everything negative. Like, so you save money, you get attacked. The truck breaks down 6 times in 2 weeks. And then the next check you don't get paid. And then the days that you're supposed to get paid, over a week of breakdown, you barely get even paid for that. And then the load that you're supposed to get gets transferred over to the next. And then you lose money. You're gonna lose money from this tow, so they're pulling money off of that. So they're every week it's like being handicapped. So we're hurting you and your money. Even if you don't spend your money, you minimized all your bills. Then I've explained in the previous video too about how they attack on your health. So you don't get to exercise because you're up all hours of the night. It's past 12. It's 1 something, almost working to 2. I woke up super early, and it's you don't get to sleep. Your circadian rhythm's off. You're forced to eat random junk or not eat at all. And if you decide to eat healthy and only cook veggies, and you sit down and eat, they'll tow your vehicle because you can't find a place to park. And the situation of how you got loaded, where the guys delay you. Like, a guy came before me, another light-skinned dude, he wasn't white, and he got loaded before me and got his paperwork. He came after me and got loaded before me and got his paperwork before me. And it's like, I can't argue with it. And until we have our own, we can't do anything. But there's a larger system that's being structured by a bunch of smaller systems. And it's to keep people like me that would gladly create a system that, you don't like us, that's fine. We'll go work for ourselves, and we'll keep all our money to ourselves, and we won't fuck with you. But that is, as you can see with the war that's going on right now, through Iran and Israel and US being the ass puppets of Israel and supplying weapons to everybody, and while fucking over America. The same shit. Iran learned its attack tactics from America in the way they treat America, but especially black people within America. So they'll shortchange you. And they use clever tactics that are cost effective, so it can be drawn out for eternity to destroy your opponent. And America did that, trying to neg Russia, and America did that, and it's still doing that to all black men. I know it's layered, and they're fighting battles on many fronts. And I've told brothers, because I recently had a truck breakdown and I was chopping with them in person, and I was like, look, like, while they're doing all this attacking, if I know we're all going through hard times, and I was chopping in with another nigga that used to be a hustler too. So, and hustlers understand this better than anybody else, because we really see behind the curtains of bullshit. We see things for what it is. I'm like, look, I know we're all going through it, and we know the reality of all niggas and all the bullshit of all levels that we have to go through. But if we don't bite down, they're going to bite down on us. Like, bite down and come together. The Jews knew this, and they came together. Even though they are Satan worshipers and they're running all these games, we could do that, but for good for ourselves. And I make these videos not just for the whole targeted individual and the whole documenting how hard it is to become independent as a trucker. Like, I'm out here at a bus stop. I'm a fucking trucker. I'm supposed to be making over 100,000, but I'm sitting somewhere in North Carolina. Like, and there's white people that are in the same position as me, damn near in the same company. They're motherfuckers on all kinds of drugs. They are the most irresponsible and have done the worst in this industry. And they get more than me. And I get it, it's spiritual. But when it's consistent across the board for people that look just like me, it's like, maybe we should raise an eyebrow to this. Maybe we should put just a few things aside, like our pride, our ego, our anger, even our disagreements. Maybe we should put this aside, because there's a bigger system at hand, when no matter what they classify themselves as, and some of them aren't even in the same shit. And that technicality I'm gonna leave alone, because I'm pretty sure I touched on other videos in that. They'll unify to make sure that we're down. And for the most part, we have most of the history and understanding of it. But to do it individualistically, it makes me question what kind. It's not if we're in the Matrix. Those same vehicles, like those vehicles were there. Like that white one in front, that was there before I started this third video. Like, it left and then it span back around. It's so fucking weird. But anyway, it's not the fact that I'm in a matrix, it's what kind of matrix. Like, what level of consciousness is required to understand that you need a minimal group effort to reach escape velocity? Where the fuck is my headphone? But update on the whole video. It's gonna be another long ass wait. I already got my 2 miles in. I think you have an ID with you, right? Hold on. Hopefully this video didn't pause. Yes. Okay, it didn't pause. iPhone's unpredictable. But, and that vehicle spun around and parked right back in front of Taco Bell. There's a lot of weird shit that goes on that reminds me of the Truman Show. And it happens so often. But I know this video is getting long, but I digress to the point where I was saying, we're in a matrix. I'm just trying to identify what kind. Like, you have to be a deep level of unconscious for things that are easily beatable with a few very small amount of people to persist. And we have niggas complaining, we can't do it, we need money, we need power, while Iran is dominating like one of the pseudo richest people in the world, and their neighbors. It's like, and maybe I'm venting, maybe I am venting, but it's just like, the fuck can a nigga do about it? Man, that shit is weird. They just left from there, and they just left from there. And the guy that parked over there in front of the Taco Bell, I don't know where that fucker went, because he didn't leave the parking lot, so he's probably spinning around for the third time. Lord knows. I mean, it could be some hood shit where niggas getting some on the side. I've seen that before, but it's just weird activity. It's like, nigga, why are you monitoring? I'm just gonna post up here, stay in the open, because if you're gonna do something, at least I can pop you and I can pop back and I can see you coming. It's and it may sound paranoid. It's like, oh, nigga, ain't nobody. Nigga, I've been in the middle of gunfights where I was unsuspected. I've had people cut my brakes. I've had random shit. And I don't do anything to anybody. I've never attacked anybody, ever. I've never done wicked shit, but I've had endless, and I mean endless people plot on me. So, like, I'm gonna assume that if you're creeping around, you have negative intentions. And as soon as I say these things or I acknowledge it, they spin off. I'm just waiting for that one vehicle to pop back for the third time so I can show you that, like, hey, look at this Truman Show act. If you see the Truman Show with Jim Carrey, he's in a dome, ironically, a firmament, if you want to say it that way. And everything in that movie everything in that scene that he's in is fabricated. People are actors. They know more than they put off and allow him to know. They're all keeping a secret. They're all keeping a all sick act that's going on, and it's for a weird sick entertainment outside of that dome. And they traumatize him from young, from birth, from real young, in every corner of his life, in every field of his life, to keep him not only boxed in with inside that dome, but boxed in with all the traumas and situations and mental things that they purposely put there that wasn't there before. And ironically, before that movie was ever made, you could call it smart, I was aware of other people always trying to inject things into my psyche that don't belong to me. Like, aside from fear. It's like, I never considered being scared. I've never, like, that's a foreign object you're injecting into me, into my spirit. I've never considered being, like, negative or greedy or you know what I mean? Like, the things that like, all these things, negative, greedy, doubtful, scared, fucking jealous, envious, all these things, all they equate to is lack. And I never had that lack frequency, and people are always trying to push that lack frequency on not only to me, but as I tend to look more outside of myself, I realize it's on all black people. Like, hey, you ain't got shit. And the more that we show that we don't have to have shit, because we create shit, the more we get attacked on an individual basis and as a whole. And I find it funny seeing that we're the first people the creator ever created. And I keep that in mind when I'm expressing my fruits and other people are expressing theirs. Man, this is a long 3-part video, but I've been out here for hours and I've been trying to brainstorm and put everything together so I could show you, like, hey, targeting an individual can be technically dangerous and you're forced to be more aware. This vehicle just came back. That's like, that one is the second time in very short. I don't know if you look through the video, you'll see it if I showed it. I think I did in the second one. This is a bunch of weird rotation shit. It's weird, but anyways, man, it's gonna be a long, drawn out bullshit. At best, I'm probably across the street where I can at least keep my back to something. Also, before I even shut the video off, I noticed that they like to keep you out of your element. Like, the situation would never be this way in my city, because for some reason, I'm still loved in my city many years later, after the hustling stopped. God damn it, the back of the thing's out. I don't like it. That's fine. I'll situate it different. All right. But they like to keep you out of your element. And as in the people that work the shadow works, the people that made Epstein disappear, supposedly. I know I sound wild and crazy with it. And unless I caught it on camera, which I have, and it's left in my family's house, and I've caught it on camera many times, and it took a lot of work because they all work in a genius unison. And they hate being on camera, but it's real. It's really real. And I don't know, I think I'm done trying to prove myself too, because not many people are gonna wake up. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this video. I need to check in with these people. I have to keep pushing them because I already know their intention. It's a long list: sleep deprivation, lack of money, lack of funds, lack of energy, lack of time, lack of health. All these things will constantly be attacked. You have to fight. You have to constantly fight for what's already supposed to be yours by right. Anyways, finally, third part. God knows your value, but do you? Till next time.